Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you. Tonight, it is October 15th, 2024, and it's Tuesday night. It's great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. Before we get started, I want to let you know of our weekly master topic, which is the power of prudence, making wise choices in a fast paced world. We're on series three, by the way, everyone. And in case you are wondering, we have a great granular topic for the night. But before I do start with the show, I want to encourage you to take this moment to go grab that delicious beverage that you enjoy so much, maybe a healthy snack like nuts or fruits or dates, or perhaps maybe a non healthy snack. And that could be chocolate, that could be any other kind of candy or sweets. Uh, so go ahead and rush and get that, and we'll get started in a minute. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. I am your host, Mr. John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur and a podcast coach dedicated to helping you unlock the full potential of your relationships and lead a more fulfilling life. So hurry on back, everyone. Come on back with those snacks, and let's get the show kicked off. All right. So in this enlightening series of prudence in relationships, and the former title, and if you want to know what it is, it's Mindful Connections, The Power of Prudence in Relationships, Series 3, Show 42, Episode number 4. So, yes, in this enlightening series of episodes, we'll be delving deep into the power of prudence in relationships, exploring how intentional decision making and thoughtful actions can significantly enhance our connections with others. In a world where interpersonal dynamics are often complex and challenging, understanding how to navigate these relationships with care and consideration is essential. Each episode is going to tackle a key topic that's vital for building stronger, healthier types of connections. So, first thing we're going to talk about is trust, building trust. So, when we think about trust, we can't rush trust. We can't build trust quickly. We have to take our time when we build trust. That's really important. So, we lay the groundwork for any successful relationship by making sure there is trust. Trust starts out by doing what you say you're going to do, people being able to count on you. The other thing that's important when we think about, mindful connections and, the power here that we're talking about of prudence in relationships is conflict resolution. It's not about me being right or you being right. It's about doing what's best for the greater good of all concerned. See, that's what it's really about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's about. So conflict resolution is about doing what's best for both parties, managing disagreements constructively to foster growth, set boundaries, and of course, protect our well being with ensuring mutual respect. Now, boundaries is something a lot of people have challenges with, but boundaries are the key in life. People say, gee, if I set a boundary, people aren't going to like me. No, that's not what that means. It means that if you set a boundary, people are going to be cautious around you, which there's nothing wrong with that, ladies and gentlemen, nothing wrong with that. So thoughtful communication, expressing ourselves effectively and understanding others, active listening, transforming conversations, and using the genuine engagement technique, emotional intelligence, navigating relationships with greater empathy and insight, decision making, making choices that benefit both ourselves and those around us for the greater good of all concerned. That is one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of people don't quite get that. So, understanding that long-term perspectives are the key to having great relationships, right? And so using prudence, we're able to administer some of these tactics we're talking about, prioritizing enduring connections over fleeting interactions, taking a moment or two for self-reflection, understanding our motivations and behaviors to improve relationships, strengthen our bonds, foster deeper connections and satisfaction, greater satisfaction, achieving fulfillment in our personal and professional lives, adaptability, adjusting our approaches to maintain healthier relationships, lifelong skills, recognizing prudence as an ongoing journey that enriches our lives. Now, when we think about prudence, again, it's not about being a snob, it's not about being nasty, it's about you understanding that you need to take care of you. And you need to make sure that other people don't cause you to have challenges. Now, what do I mean by challenges? Challenges that could cause an issue, like the fact that, maybe things didn't go, the way you wanted them to go, right? Maybe, maybe not. But the thing is, if you can understand how things are supposed to be, right? I think that's going to make life a lot easier for you, right? A lot easier. And so by saying a lot easier, I mean that it's going to allow you to reach new heights. Because life, ladies and gentlemen, is a journey. And just, dissecting these a little more, these points, trust. If we go over to my good friend, Merriam-Webster, which I go to quite a bit, what is trust? It's a word that everyone uses. It's a noun. Assured reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. One in which confidence is placed, a dependence on something future or contingent, a reliance on a future payment for property such as merchandise delivered, credit, a property interest held by one person for the benefit of another. A combination of firms or corporations formed by a legal agreement, especially one that reduces or threatens to reduce competition, care, or custody. And we also think about being responsible. Who's in charge at the office or at the matter, or the responsibility. So trust is very important, but sometimes conflict makes trust fade, because when somebody's attacking you on conflict, it has the potential of eroding trust. But people that are really, let's say, grounded in trust, understand that there's going to be disputes sometimes. And, one of the most professional things you can do is agree to disagree. It's not about mud fist slinging or anything like that. It's about understanding the other person's point of view. Maybe there's something you didn't quite understand. Maybe now you understand why they chose that way. Setting a boundary, protecting our well being, whether we're in a platonic or a non platonic relationship, we have to understand boundaries. And I know some people say, I don't do boundaries. Well, you better do boundaries, because boundaries is what's going to allow you to stay sane. It's going to allow you to either be comfortable or not comfortable. I mean, that is, I think, one of the most important things, ladies and gentlemen. It is something that a lot of people don't realize, but it's something I want to tell you that is key in life. It is very, very key in life. And I will tell you that it's important. It's very, very important. And the reason I say this, ladies and gentlemen, is it's important because maybe you don't quite understand what it means, right? Maybe. But if you understand what it means, then maybe you'll have a better, let's say, respect for something. Maybe. But oftentimes, people use their power to manipulate others and not do what's best for the greater good of all concerned. Thoughtful communication, realizing that people are humans. You and I were humans, and we want to be treated in a manner that we enjoy, and thus other people should be treated in that same manner. Active listening, transforming conversations through genuine engagement, really taking the time to understand what somebody is saying, not just hearing them. Emotional intelligence, again, navigating relationships with the empathy and the insight, doing it with that passion for the greater good of all concerned. Keeping understand that a relationship is about a long term. It's not a short term. And reflection is key to where we stand in life. It is key. Satisfaction is important. Lifelong skills are important. But when we think about prudence in relationships, you might be saying, John, what is prudence in relationships? And like I said, a lot of it is making sure that you're treating that person in the same manner that they would be treating you. that you'd want to be treated, right? So we know that prudence encourages careful consideration of choices and weighing the potential consequences before, you know, taking an action. Building trust is something we have to do by not with just what we say, but also what we don't say, what we do. Understand that boundaries are here because we want to protect one's emotional well being and create a healthy space for both parties. Emotional intelligence, it allows people to connect and understand. Conflict resolution allows us to learn and to see something from a different angle or a different perspective. Okay. Active listening will always promote greater communication. And we do things for the long term benefit, other people are going to be around to help us. Prudence involves regularly evaluating one's own behavior and motivation in relationships to foster personal growth and improvement. Now, that's a pretty cool thing, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of people abuse prudence. So let's talk about that. So, how can someone, let's say, abuse, prudence in relationships? And you might be saying, John, like, I don't get it. I don't understand that. Manipulation. A person may use their knowledge of what is considered prudent behavior to manipulate others into complying with their own wishes. Gaslighting. This is one that is unbelievably effective, but it's very disrespectful. By applying prudent reasoning, someone can distort reality and make another person question their thoughts, feelings, or perceptions. They may insist that the other person is being irrational or imprudent when they express their feelings or concerns. Overcaution. Someone might take prudence to an extreme by being excessively cautious and not moving one way or another. Control. Having individuals basically set rigid boundaries that they can't move anywhere. Emotional blackmail. A person might leverage their prudence to guilt trip or shame the other person to compliance, which is really bad. For example, they might say, if you truly care about a relationship, you would understand why I need this. Avoidance of accountability. Someone might use prudence as a shield to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Using prudence to undermine trust. A person might misuse their prudence to create doubt or insecurity in the other person. By questioning the other's choice or decisions, they can erode trust and confidence in the relationship. They may offer support or affection only when it aligns with their definition of prudence. We call that conditional support. In summary, prudence is generally a valuable quality in relationships, but when it's misused, it can lead to manipulation, distrust, control, unhealthy dynamics, and of course, the breakup of the friendship or relationship, rather than the growth and empowerment that the two can provide together, whether that's platonic or non-platonic, because we're all here to help others become better versions of themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mr. John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. You know, it's been such a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic evening. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Comment below. Go to believemeachieve.com. Show me some love there and support. And, I'll keep creating more great content for you. Be sure to check out my daily shorts. There's lots of stuff there. And I'll see you guys on another Inspirations for Your Life or other show or another form of my content real soon. Be well, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I hope you understand that prudence in relationships is something that'll take time, but something that will pay back infinite dividends. Have yourself a fantastic evening.